Which one of the following gases when present in the beaker over the porous pot will cause the water level at Y to rise? So we want the right hand side, the Y is on the right hand side. So if you want this water level to rise, of course if this level on the right hand side is going to go up, the one on the left hand side should be dropping. And for this side to drop, okay, there should be more gases getting into the porous pot in comparison to the oxygen getting out of the porous pot. So which would actually cause more gases being inside a porous pot, which will increase the pressure, and that would actually push down the water. So in order to determine for the water level at Y to rise, the water level on the other side should drop, okay, as shown by the arrow here. And pressure inside the porous pot should be increasing due to more gases entering compared to the amount of oxygen that is getting out, right? And the gas outside the porous pot should be less dense, having a lower MR value in comparison to oxygen gas. Okay, so if it is having a lower MR value, that means it will be less dense. And of course, if it is less dense, it will get in faster in comparison to oxygen getting out of the porous pot. So out of these four options, we are looking for a gas which has a lower MR value compared to that of oxygen. And oxygen happened to have a MR value of 2 times 16, that is 32, because each oxygen has a relative atomic mass of 16, and it's a diatomic gas, so there is 2 atoms per molecule. So 2 times 16 would give you 32. That is the MR value for oxygen. So now let's go and work out what are the MR values for each and every one of the gases listed here. The MR value for carbon dioxide, carbon is 12 and there are 2 oxygen. So 12 plus 2 oxygen atoms, and that should give you a total of the total MR value of 44. And if you go to chlorine, chlorine is also diatomic, so 2 of the chlorine atoms, and the relative atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5. So we should be getting 2 times 35.5, and that should work out to 17. And as you can see, 44 and 71, they are both greater than 32. So therefore, if we were to put either of these gases in the porous pot, so the water level here should be going up because oxygen would be diffusing out faster. But we are looking for a gas that is having a MR value lower than 32. Let's move on to nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen has got a relative atomic mass of 14, and there are 2 oxygens, giving you 2 times 16. 2 times 16 is a 32, and 32 plus a 14 should work out to 46. So once again, nitrogen dioxide cannot be the answer as well, because we want a number that's less than 32. So if you look at methane, carbon is 12, and there are 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 times each hydrogen atom is 1. So 4 times 1 should be a 4. 4 and a 12 add up together to give you 16. And of course, 16 is less than 32. So if methane gas was here, of course, the methane gas would have diffused in much faster compared to the oxygen gas diffusing out. And as a result, the pressure inside the porous pot would have increased, which would have caused the water level here to drop and the water level at Y to have risen. Okay? So therefore, the answer for this question is D.